Virgo, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Virgo sun, moon, and rising signs. I recommend that you always check out your sun, moon, and rising sign videos. Brief interruption. I love you guys and I want you to know it. I want you to know how grateful that I am because you have supported this channel and helped me grow. And the Virgo tribe over here on Born Without Boundaries has grown, like, I think it's tripled. And I'm so grateful for all that you've done to participate in that growth. So have a happy holiday season. Have a very Merry Christmas. Have a very, very happy New Year. A big bang to this beautiful new year. I love you all so much and I am grateful to you. Now back to business. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel. And then, ring that notification bell. Select all notifications so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I always create an extended reading so that you can join me and we can carry the message over and continue the message. That link is in the description box right below this video. It's a drop-down description box, so you can find it in there, and I hope you'll join me for it. For those of you looking for more Born Without Boundaries content, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, where I go live daily, so you can join in a live daily tarot chat. The link is right above. I'll post it right above, and I hope you can join me over there. And if you're looking for me on social media, look no further than that description box below. It'll take you to the links directly to my social media profiles, or you can just look in the banner to the YouTube channel and you'll see in the right hand corner there's all these social media icons. Just check me out. I'm very active over on Instagram too. So, you ready? Let's do this, Virgo. 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 You see clearly now. So something has become, well, something's definitely come to light. Owl is about truth and it's also about wisdom. It's also a sense of, for you guys, I feel like you have spotted something. Something that you want, desire, something that maybe you didn't even realize that you, it's just spotting it, right? In the middle of maybe even a dark time. This sense of you have your eyes on something, you have your eyes on a prize, and Owl gets what Owl wants because it knows enough and knows how to do it and knows how to, like, it has the wisdom to be able to go after what really appeals to it. So that's where we begin your reading. And you know what? Virgo, knowing what you want is more than half the battle. Once you know what you want, then you can find a way to it. And there's always more than one way to get to something. And have you guys ever seen that movie As Good As It Gets? It's a really great movie with Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt. And there's a quote from one of the characters played by Greg Kinnear. And he says to Jack Nicholson's character, he says, "Don't you know where you're lucky? You know what you want." And that's where you're lucky, because now all you have to do is go get it. And yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but half the battle is won just by knowing where to direct your energy and aim your goals and aim your energy. So Virgo, this is you knowing what you want now, and you see it in front of you, you know, and your way is clear because you do have the wisdom to know how to get yourself there. Let's keep going. This is beautiful. You have a clarity of mind anyway. You know, once you understand the goal, you can organize anything and get to anywhere. So I don't really have any doubts. For me, for you, this is the whole battle, right? Making a decision and finally committing yourself and realizing that this is what matters to me is everything. Because once you know, you are the best at being able to plot out how to get there. Co-create with spirit. Remember to include spirit in your plans. This is how you know that the plan is coming from a good place, right? That it's not just your plan. this also tells me it's not just your plan. it's like, and maybe that's kind of why there's so much clarity that you have now, because of this connectivity to your soul. Your soul is speaking to you and letting you know that this is the direction you have to go. There's so much energy here about coming out of the dark and all of a sudden seeing clearly something. And I don't know if it's been dark times for you. That definitely could play into that metaphor. If things have felt dark for you, this is coming out of that, or understanding and seeing and knowing your direction forward, so it will improve. But I also think that it's not just about in the dark, because you could be having a really great life and still not be aware of something's missing. This is suddenly you're aware. You're painfully aware of a desire. And it may have felt like it came out of the blue. It didn't come out of the blue. It came right from spirit to you. Act as if. This is chameleon energy. And maybe this is why it was so hard for you to see something, because it was like right there in front of you. It may have been someone or something that just wasn't ready to be seen yet. Or in a lot of times, in a lot of ways, you weren't ready to see it. And we can't see something that we aren't ready to see. Like, we can't know something that we aren't ready to know. This is an indication that you now have, I don't know if it's the education or the knowledge, the wherewithal to really know something, to really like confidently be able to pick it out. I do have a feeling like it was right under your nose, okay? Because chameleon can do that. There's just this sense of like, hiding in plain sight. This could be some ways, no, I don't feel that for you. I'm not going to say it. Life is speeding up. This is Gemini energy. So this is also mercurial energy. A little bit different than you, and Gemini energy is more intellectual, less pragmatic. So there's like the concepts. It's almost like conceptually things are coming together for you now. Also communications. 100% when it shows up in Gemini, this is like talking and exchanging and finally being able to maybe reach out to somebody or hear from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. Connection and communication is really important when this card shows up, because it is what propels you forward. I almost feel like his antlers are like DNA helixes coming together, like something is coming together magically, something's being born. But also I feel like it's like propellers, it's like it's just propelling him forward, because as all this information comes together, it's like all of a sudden he knows which direction to take. So yeah, I do think that there are some communications that are coming into you that are going to direct your actions in this energy. And then I have cow spirit. The miracles are endless. God damn, that's beautiful. That's beautiful energy. A lot of times the secret to abundance is learning that we already have it. And I'm not saying new stuff isn't going to come into your life. I'm saying that once you realize how abundant you are, you start attracting more abundance. Just a universal law, right? The miracles are endless. This may seem miraculous. It's not so much miraculous as you've gotten to a point where you're ready. You're ready to see something that you hadn't seen before. Okay, let's get one more of these cards. Nothing is wasted. I understand. So what you once maybe did not value or see value in, or what once did not value you or see value in you, that's starting to change. I'm sorry that I'm constantly sucking. I have these really painful aligners in my mouth right now, these retainers that I have to wear. So I apologize. It's really uncomfortable. Nothing is wasted. Vulture energy. Sometimes he's my treasure in a trash heap card. Like you're starting to see the abundance that maybe you almost threw away, or somebody almost threw you away. But more or less, this is a sense, I feel like this is you. I feel like this is your enlightenment. starting to finally realize value in things that you wouldn't have been able to see the value in before. I don't know what's changed or what's happened. I got to get more information. Virgo. So what is this abundance? Positive future. I love that that came up. So this is the wisdom of knowing that your positive future starts today. This card speaks of owning the present day so that you don't have to predict the future. You predict the future. Didn't you ever hear that expression? I predict the future by defining it myself, by deciding what it's going to be. And that's what this is. It's like you're deciding what your future is going to be. And you're doing that by taking actions today. So this tells me you're really planting seeds, and that all of this stuff is going to carry in and really change the outcome of your life. There's some sort of attraction to something or energy toward something, noticing something, realizing something that is bringing you toward a place of happiness that you have not experienced yet. Even if you have the absolute happiest life, then you have a really wonderful energy around you all the time. This is a happiness that I don't think was on your mind or had been in your dreams. I want to pull these cards. I don't know why. What is coming into Virgo's life? So what is this communications? What is this energy? Set your sights higher. Which tells me that in the future, that right now what's happening is something is becoming clear that's setting you up for that kind of happiness. Is just confirmed, that kind of happiness that's higher than you're able to think. And that's why we're saying co-create with spirit, because spirit can see higher, wider, farther, deeper than you. Like spirit, the universe has access to all things, right? So ultimately this is almost, I gotta say, in a lot of ways, fate is kind of like coming at you right now, and you're taking steps toward it. It may seem like an aha moment, but that's because the time is right. Be fearless and stand strong. This is a warrior. I don't know what battles you're fighting in your life, but ultimately it's saying continue to stand strong in them and be fearless with them. And also a sense of don't let fear get to you, which I know is really difficult for you guys, because worry is such a consummate visitor, like a consummate visitor. It kind of like stays too long, doesn't it? But ultimately there's a sense of power in your character that maybe you haven't felt in a long time, a sense of energy, a sense of purpose, and that we got right away, right? A sense of purpose now that our way has cleared. Be fearless and stand strong. Set your sights higher. You haven't been reaching far enough. You haven't been demanding enough. Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, Virgo, what can stick a Virgo? This sense of like safety can make you stuck and make you not aim high enough. But it's saying believe in the impossible. All of this is being very vague. I need specifics. So what is this talking about? Can we just help Virgo out here a little bit? But also it's a sense of, okay, let me say this. You're changing. You're changing. You're starting to see that you have to open yourself up more and be willing to take more risks and chances. And I think that's the realization that's clicking in. And you're realizing that risk isn't risk when you're doing it with God. There's just this sense of, I'm going to have faith. And my faith is going to see me through any kind of fear that I had that's keeping me where I am. I've just got to take these leaps of faith. And it's with that click in your mind, that realization that you change. And because you change, everything changes. And there's things coming in your life now that I think they'll be individual for all of you watching, but it's going to be better than you've ever imagined, because I don't think you allowed yourself to imagine before because your fear kept that blocked from you. There is a sense of that fear going away, or that fear, you challenging the fear. You're deciding, I don't want to be stuck here anymore. I'm tired of it. That kind of sense of like just... So what is the abundance coming in for Virgo, please? What is this coming in for them? Okay, yeah, you have your heart and soul changing. You have your world changing. The World card is here, so this is definitely a person change, a life change. This could have something to do with your marriage, or this could have something to do with your marriage or your finances, major financial changes coming up. We also have the 10 of Cups. That means that finances are going to be extremely good for you. Also a sense of you might find something that you are investing in, want to invest in. This would be something that you, of course, wouldn't do lightly, but this is the time to definitely do it. Now, I would pause and say that Venus is in retrograde, and I wouldn't make any large luxury item purchases while Venus is in retrograde. But if you've already made them, you could be finding money or finding abundance someplace else, or within this dealing. The Hierophant here is a marriage. This could marriage, home, getting a new marriage, moving into a new home. But your world is definitely shifting. In other words, part of your life, the old you, the old Virgo, is starting to end. Maybe there's marriage coming up for you. You're going to move in with somebody. You're going to get married to them. This is very Taurus energy, so Taurus, but it's Hierophant, so it could very well be, once again, it may not have anything to do with marriage. It may have something to do with just finding faith. And in that faith, the faith is leading you to something that is beautiful. 10 of Cups is not just financial abundance. It's not even financial abundance. It's happiness abundance. So it's almost like, wow, there could be a major shift in the energy. It could be a major shift in your energy toward your romantic relationships. Something really clearing up. It could be the end of one relationship and the beginning of another that actually leads into who you actually will marry. There could also be a sense of maybe getting together with a Taurus. That could absolutely be on the table too. I'm trying to give you guys, because it's a general reading, I'm trying to give you guys all the potentials. But generally it means that connection to faith and through faith and maybe even to religion is starting to change your heart and change where you're happy. Okay, that's a little bit more specific. Let's get more. What cards are calling to me? These cards. I didn't even pick those for you. Virgo. It has something to do with home. I don't know if you guys are you moving somewhere? Are you moving into somewhere? This is a house or something that you're doing? Like, what's going on with that? Because this is 4th house energy. 4th house energy deals with home. The home. Home is where the heart is. Usually it's the home where you came from, but it could be the home that you're building as well. So there's something to do with moving much more toward the domestic end of the spectrum. You could be expecting your first child, expecting another child. This would definitely change things for you, but also give a great deal of joy to you. I don't think anything here is going to be something that you don't want. There all is a sense of warmth and comfort and joy here. This could be family traditions around the holidays, bringing you a great deal of joy, relaxing you, and helping you just recharge. But honestly, I do believe that there's something here that's bigger, that's coming into your life. It could be, just almost like a greater commitment. Larger commitment. This is also help. You could be receiving help coming into your home, because these are little brownie spirits that come in and just like maybe somebody helping you clean up your mess, or oh, look at this card. This is interesting. It fucking changes everything. It's almost like you're seeing what's not for you. You're realizing that what you don't want. And what you don't want is not being met with a sense of sadness or defeat. Instead, it's being met with a sense of clarity and purpose, and realizing, okay, I'm doing things differently than the people who came before me. I'm doing things differently than my parents or the house that I was raised in. I'm not making that kind of commitment. I'm going to choose something completely different. And yeah, it's almost like you're realizing what's not for you. And it could be the more traditional path isn't for you, right? Or a sense of being surprised by, oh my God, I never thought that I'd go this traditional route. I never thought that it would be for me. Never thought that I would find somebody like that. All that sense of like, what is right and wrong inside of you? Because I know, guys, people plan, God laughs. But Virgos plan and somehow convince God to listen. So when you've sent out a plan, Virgo, it's very hard for something to come along and change your mind about it. This isn't necessarily somebody changing. Well, yeah, they're changing your mind by changing your heart. It's almost like a change of plans that you create inside yourself because something different is working out for you now. And that's what you're encouraged to open up your heart and mind to. I'm going to continue this reading over on the other side. Let me see what cards come out. Hold on. Let's go over to the extended. Okay. Let's go over to the extended, and I will see you guys there. Please remember to like this video and share it on your social media platforms. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon.